fourth game underway. Yeah, I realized that the quality is still bad. I didn't bother with it, as I was just mainly focusing. Okay, first 4 seconds, Havoc gets the goal with Penguin with a demo on Dutch. Flack with an unfortunate miss there. Yeah, I didn't bother with the quality, I was just trying to get the game underway. Ball goes into the orange half. Havoc gets another open shot. 11 seconds into the game and it looks like that it's already a victory for Havoc and Penguin. Havoc takes it up the wall. Looks like he's going for an air dribble. Tries to reach it. Dutch with a good save there. Dutch takes himself up the wall, plays it center. I apologize if I pronounce any of these names wrong. I know I have. I'm still going to call players how I call them. Penguin on the ball, tries to get it over Flack. Flack gets it center. Is Dutch there for the cross? No, I believe he's back. Yeah, he's trying to play to defensive. Flack looks like he's trying to get a save. Just hits the post and goes out. 50-50. But Havoc with another goal. Havoc has scored three of all the goals in this game with just over a minute. Penguin, I don't want to be that guy, but he has just as much points as both the orange team combined. If Flack and Dutch want to step up, if they want to get a good chance of winning this, they're going to need to step up their communication and how they play, because Penguin with another goal. Just no one properly in net. Nothing that Flack and Dutch could realistically do. Ball going straight to Havoc, taking the boost from Dutch. Penguin with a bit of a misflip, I'm gonna say. He flipped into the post, or at least jumped into it, expecting a shot. And Dutch just takes the open net. Oh god, I apologize. Penguin just going up for the ball there. With the demo, but takes a shot. Thankfully, it doesn't go in. That would have been an extremely embarrassing play if he managed to shoot on his own net and score. Havoc tries to take it aside, but Flack beats him. Dutch. Penguin plays at center. Thankfully for him that Flack wasn't able to reach the ball. Havoc and Penguin with an amazing play there. Havoc gets the ball on his car, last second flicks it over Flack. Penguin just rotating his car to the perfect angle to get a nice, very hard, powerful shot to just go straight into the center of the net. But again, there was no one in net for Flack and Dutch. Both players committed for the ball instead, one of them trying to wait back, which is, I feel, the reason that they currently there's a downfall in their team. Havoc with a shot. It goes over Dutch, who could have got an easy save there. It's 6-1 with over half the game left. This makes it more difficult for me the more they score, because I have to commentate more. And I'm sure no one wants to hear that, but still. Ball gets hit dead in the center. Havoc plays it up the sidewall. Penguin. Blacklock goes for an air dribble, but Penguin with the block. He then tries to follow it up the wall, just bounces too far out for him. Penguin with the center. Black beats Havoc there, just about. And Havoc take advantage of this. Gets it over Dutch. Black keeps it, but it goes straight back to Havoc, who's unable to reach it, get a second touch to score. Black gets it under Penguin. Havoc gets the goal off Penguin there. 7-1. I'm not gonna say it, but quite an embarrassing performance for Flack and Dutch there. I wonder what's happening in their comms, because they were playing quite well in the first game. Second game as well, they held on, got it to overtime, I believe. Third game, and again a goal, Havoc. But in the third game they'd managed to win, but all of a sudden you'd expect the momentum to shift, and you'd expect Team Orange to get nowhere near the amount of goals they've conceded at this point. You'd expect them to possibly win again. I mean, Havoc takes the ball onto the sidewall. It's almost as if, I can't tell if it's Flack and Dutch have gotten worse, or like something's happened, or for the first few games Penguin and Havoc were just messing around, and now they realise that they've lost a game that they should probably end it. Penguin with the save. Sorry, I'm being quite quiet. I don't know what much else to say. I mean, Penguin's got a shot saved by Flack there, but it's inevitably an over. Not much Flack and Dutch can do. Ball gets crossed in for one last time. Penguin gets the goal. Can they get a 10-1? I mean, at the start of the season, Penguin got 10-1 by, in fact, Havoc's team. Probably is gonna hate me for bringing this up, but it did in fact happen. I mean, yep, 10-1. Of course it would happen. Well, that's insert and wait, no. I have to have a look at that. No, it was Wavy and Woke against Havoc and Penguin now. I hope Penguin joins back in this call, because I really need a second caster. I apologize for this. I'm not sure what game's going to be played next. Hello, Penguin.
Hi. So, dude.
That was an interesting game.
Yeah, we were kinda anxious when we lost the... What was it, the second game?
Third
The
game
third
it
game?
was.
Yeah, then we kinda... Yeah. Started sweating a bit.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm inviting Inza and I'm inviting Andy. There we go.
I need to get myself a drink. This isn't going to end well. I might apologize, but my voice is extremely messed up after just commentating that game. I'll leave everyone here with Penguin. They'll all have a rant
Oof.
at me because of
Why
how
do you
bad
trust me with
I am
this?
at streaming.
That's not smart.
But I can't do much about it. I'll have to sort it out after the stream.
Oh well. I'm gonna see if Twitch jet's up to anything.
I am back.
Oh, hey.
For the wait. Are we just waiting on a few players, or is everyone ready?
Let me see. Is everyone here?
Who's the next game? Flak. The losing bracket, I believe.
Yeah, that's Dutch and Flak versus Inzi and Andy.
Yeah. Looks like this game's about to get underway. I'm not sure if the people in the game can hear, but they can go whenever they are ready. I think you're gonna have to do a lot of the casting for this game.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm used to it.
I want to save my voice.
Did he really change his name to Inza Tide for the...
Wait, did he? Who?
Inza.
The memes. Oh no.
Now Inza up for an air dribble. Andy waiting in the back. Dutch with a touch. And Flake with the clear. And the intercepts, but Flake doesn't care. Ooh. Is that
Almost
going...
goes in, bounces off the post and goes straight back out. Dutch
Now
gets a
Dutch.
shot.
Flake's ready. Flake scores. Actually, Dutch and Flake have been working really well together. You wouldn't like if you just look at the rank difference, there's a huge difference. Flake is a way lower rank than Dutch. Doesn't mean he's any worse, but You'd expect that Dutch has a bit of a backache, but Flake has been showing off even in the game I just played against him. Me and Havoc both thought that Flake was playing really, really well, and Dutch is just there doing his thing like usual.
Inza, potential double touch. I mean, yeah. To say he'd played in the last season. Well, no, he was a player in the last season. Unfortunately, I didn't have any time to play, so no one got much out of him to see how he played. Other than me, realistically, I played a few private games with him, and he played quite well. But I think he really needs to be tested under the pressure of a game that's being streamed and out as important as this one is.
Enza just puts it wide. Not even thinking about centering it for Andy. Andy just gets the angle, but an incredible save by Dutch.
Unfortunately, Flake was unable to. Sorry, Flake. I'll get shouted at. But yeah, Flake unable to get there.
But that first shot from Andy was an insane angle and an even more insane save by Dutch. This is just insanity all around. Dutch out of boost. Fakes Inza. We actually have a game here. I like it. Now, this is again the difference I was talking about between Andy and Inza. I'm just saying that Andy probably would have saved that one.
I mean, Inza is quite offensive, so.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just you want to have the right guy in the right position at the right time.
Indeed.
Dutch with the interception. Andy's there to save it. Dutch with another cross. Inza there ready for the clear. Dutch out of boost, couldn't reach it. Andy, Inza gets a nice clear. Now Flake on the side, puts it in the corner. Dutch up for it but misses. And now as Andy goes out for a dribble clear. Pass over to Inza. Inza with a shot, potential double touch? No. Now Flake, over to Dutch. Dutch is ready with the catch. Inza interferes. Andy with a spin. Nice save by Flake. Flake putting it to the side. Now Andy keeping up with the possession. Ran out of boost, unfortunately. Now Dutch. Dutch going for the double.
Not enough boost to reach it though. Flake doing his best in defense. Andy taking another shot.
But Flake with a spicy save. This would be an upset if Flake and Dutch managed to take 1 or 2 games off of Andy and Inza. And as soon as they start the games going really early on, the chances of them going through increase by quite a considerable amount.
Yeah.
And it would be quite the upset as well to see Andy and Inza go right away in the tournament.
Dutch, I think, scored the own goal there.
I believe so as well. Let's see. Yup,
Yeah, he did.
that was an own goal. Is that you? Inza calling me out on own goaling. Respectable, respectable.
I mean, all four of us, me, you, Dutch, and Inza are part of a team.
Yes.
Coincidentally, three members of one team are in this tournament.
Well, we had to get Dutch as a replacement for another team.
Indeed. But besides the point, you would have been there with Inza.
Yeah, exactly. But I believe that there would be 2 more members from E-Nightmare as well, but they didn't show up for the one tournament they signed up for, unfortunately. That was a really nice pass down. And a really good finish. And again, I believe it was Andy or was it Inza? I couldn't really tell, but one of them was really close to the save.
Indeed.
Now Andy, up in the corner. Trying to look for center or just straight on net. That also works. And he's just proving that he can do everything. He doesn't need an Inza on his team. Really nice angle.
Yeah.
The kickoff going in favor of Team Andy and Inza. Inza with a slight overcommit, and Dutch is gonna try to profit off of it. Pass down to Flake, but Inza's too speedy. Now Inza, taking a bit fast. Now Flake ready with the clear. A triple commit, which results in an open net play. Kind of unfortunate to see the defense crumble like this.
Yeah.
You could argue that the pass down from Flake wasn't ideal, judging by the fact he didn't have boost. If he did have boost, he would have had he would need less time to go back. But unfortunately, he put Dutch in a situation where he had to either go for the read on Inza or expect the outplay from Andy, which is basically a coin flip.
Flake just trying to get back.
Flake ready, but the shot's not on target.
Well, it looks like a secured win for Inter and Andy here.
That was an interesting game one. We saw Flake and Dutch take the upper hand for, I would say, the first half of the game.
Yeah, at least
And
the
then-
majority of it, and then it just
Exactly.
switches momentum.
And these stats are also quite interesting. We could see that Inza was kind of timid the
Yeah,
whole
he was
game.
very careful with what he was doing.
Exactly, which is kind of a twos mentality. I get that. But it's also, well, I always call it the art of knowing what to do in twos.
Yeah.
It's like you need to know what your positioning is like. You need to know what your team is doing. And I guess either Inza realized that Andy was playing really aggressive, so he let him, or he realized that his striking was a bit off, so he decided to give Andy more chances.
Yeah.
And either way, it worked for them in the end. But I'm really happy to see that Flake and Dutch are starting to figure out how each other work. And I'm really happy that Flake is starting to step up as well. Now Flake, air drag, saved by Inza. And he with a weak clear, touching by Dutch. Inza again ready. And he was not in position to take that far pushed in.
Flak takes it,
Cross by
Flake takes it
Inza.
up. Looks like he's trying to get a cross in, but just didn't have enough boost. Inza.
And it just goes straight in.
No one back. Dutch went for the ball, unable to reach it, and Flake had already pushed up, so he had no boost at all to try and get himself back in time.
Now Enzo with ball control. Tries to go to the corner. Pass one, pass two. Now Dutch. No boost. Enzo forcing the 50. Can't get it past Flake. And an open net again.
Rolls in. No effort put in by this shot, really.
It even hit the post at first. But that's just, I guess, the clunkiness of Dutch and Flake playing together for the first time. Now Dutch. Looking for Flake, but he isn't there. Realized it, so he catches it instead. Inza saw that as well. Now Flake with the drop down. And Flake with the top bin. This is just the recognition from Flake that Inza was a bit too slow on the flick. And he profited off it, just took it off his roof, centered it nicely for himself, and bashed it in. Another kickoff fake. Now Dutch, center ball. Flake staying back. Wisely. Inza with the ball in. Inza pre-jumping off the wall. Now Andy, dropping it down. Awkward position for Dutch, but manages quite nicely.
I think he was aiming for the 50-50 there.
Now Dutch and Flake looking for ball control. Inza's just being a nuisance.
Flake with an interesting hit there, but
And a nice catch from Dutch. Or from Andy.
Andy just humiliating him with the turtle goal.
That was a really solid catch.
But it was impressive.
Oh well. That's Andy, he's allowed. We'll allow it. Now Flake. Gets control of the ball, was a bit risky. Pop out to Dutch is a bit too short. Now Dutch challenging.
God, that was close. Almost dropped my controller.
Shouldn't do that. It's not good.
Yeah. I mean, I have it just sitting here, not put on my desk because it'll just make too much noise.
Now Andy, with the pop on the backboard. Inza's there, puts it on the backboard again. And you can see that these continuous backboard plays just absolutely destroyed the blue defense.
Yeah. I mean, it's what Inza, I feel, practices the most is those backboard plays. A Dutch there with an interesting miss. Goes to flip forward and flips over the ball and knocks it backwards. Very interesting.
Flake waiting on the challenge, and now double committing on the save. Andy in the corner with ball control. Flake challenges. Inza with a weird catch. Now Andy with ball control. Up in the middle. And Flake couldn't get the clear unfortunately, and Inza just booms it in. Now Dutch with the interception. Nice the passing play. And he gets a hold of the ball again. Now Flake backwards contesting. And Dutch with a nice read on Inza's shot. Nice interception by Flake. Andy putting it on the backboard, ready for Inza. Flake with another save. Open that. And Dutch couldn't get back in time, unfortunately.
I mean, I remember you talking about that Dutch had too much to carry in his back. But I mean, looking at this game, Flake's done a substantial amount compared to Dutch here.
Yeah, but it's also if you look at what Dutch has been doing compared to what Flake has been doing, Dutch is just there to clean up in the midfield when needed. And most goals have come from slight mistouches from Flake, just like the previous one.
Yeah.
Was a really weak player and it just dropped straight to Andy. But overall, I think that Flake has put up a really good performance. Inza died for this, just completely misses the ball. And that's game 2.
I will point this out now. As soon as this league, well, not this league, this best of 5 finishes, I will have to leave, which will put Weevil in charge of the streaming for the next game.
Uh-oh.
So you'll stream a better quality. You'll see a better quality of streaming. And the reason I'm doing so is just so I can sort out the quality and a few other things. But that also means that there won't be any casting for the next game. Or the next few games, unless Penguin here loses his next game, so he'll be casting the rest.
Let's see. We're just so still anyway. This is the first time we'll play together. I was oh yeah, well, I guess they can play on for another game.
It is 2.
Dutch was trying to message me about a forfeit.
I don't see why not, but it's kind of unprofessional.
Yeah, we can just play it out. There's no point in not doing it. Saves a bit of time, but who cares?
What? Sorry.
That was a nice bumping play by Inza. Just snipes him out of the air. Dutch trying to double it. Flake misses and leaves the goal wide open. It's an easy tap in for Inza.
Sorry that there's no sound at the moment. I am trying to sort a few things out. It is extremely difficult.
Inza with a fake on Dutch, but Flake ready for the clear. And the intercepts. Now Dutch, bunny hopping. Trying to force a reaction out of Andy. Flake with the follow-up, but overcommits quite a bit. Now Dutch tries to get a hold of the ball.
Inza looks like he's trying to... Oh, Inza and Dutch just having a bit of...
Just having a... Who can jump the highest competition. Now Inza. Flake with a nice touch to the side. And he's there to catch the clear. Now Dutch. Centering the ball. Inza back with ball control. Flake side flipping. This leaves an open net.
Inza tries to play it center.
Andy wasn't there, but Dutch was. Now Inza. Trying to force the defenders out, and it worked quite well. The net is wide open. Now Andy interfering with Dutch. Dutch gets control of the ball.
50-50. Andy.
Inza with a fake on Flake. Now Flake. Inza getting bumped by Andy. And Flake scoring because of it.
It looked like Dutch had just nudged Flake there. Yeah.
A slight bit.
Ever so slightly.
No fake kickoff this time.
That's with an easy goal there.
And we actually have a game now.
Wait, I think I've been... Oh, of course I have. I've been adding the score to the wrong team. Oh, of course.
What do you mean?
Inza... Wait, Inza and Andy, weren't they orange at first? Because somehow the scores have switched.
The challenge thing should be up to date.
I'm
We
on about the home and away on the overlay. I had them the wrong way round.
Oh, right.
I wasn't sure if they were already.
Nice interference by Andy. Inza looking for the pass, puts it on the backboard. Andy's there. And puts it in on the pass of Inza. Yet again, I'm gonna point this out again. The backboard passes from Team Andy and Inza is just destroying the defense at the moment. Now Enzo trying to go for a flip reset pass. Andy with a cookser pinch. Now Andy with ball control up in the air.
Inza unable to reach it. That would have been an impressive goal.
Now Andy up for the ceiling shot. Maybe a bit too early to go for that just yet. Just 2-2. Now Inza. Nice interference by Flake. Flake getting bumped for his troubles. Now Flake. Picking up the boost and going for the ball right away. Now Inza. With the center just straight going for the shot. Not even thinking about passing it. But getting a really nice angle instead.
That was a very good angle there.
I was thinking that he was going to center it to Andy.
But we all know Inza.
Yeah, we all know Inza. Now Inza looking for ball control. Flake reading the play. Trying to fake. Gets it around Andy. Touch not in position for a pass. Now Inza and Andy. Flake demoing Inza. Andy playing it slow, but Dutch reads the play. Flag of the wall. Last second. This is do or die, and it's die, in fact, for Team Dutch and Flake. Andy and Inza will move on to maybe complete their lower bracket run.
Yep.
I'd like to see them at least try to get as far as possible. Their next opponents will be the loser of the game from me and Havoc versus Wavy and Woke, I believe. So I'll be heading off. I think we're gonna pass this stream on to Weevil,
Yeah.
as he will be casting the next couple of games.
He won't be casting, he'll just be streaming.
He'll just be streaming. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I apologize for the inconvenience, everyone. I hope that it'll still go well. The rest of the
But
games.
yeah,
And good
GG's to Dutch and Flake.
luck- GG's to all the teams that are playing, and good luck to.
I'd like to give a special shout out to Dutch and Flake for helping me out. They joined the tournament right away as I was asking them to. We had another team, Tucky and GIF, who weren't able to make it. Luckily, Dutch and Flake were able to take their spots, and I really appreciate that. Would like to give them a quick shout out.
Yeah. Well, best of luck to the rest of the teams that play. Well played to those that have just played. And thanks for watching. I'll pass this back over to Weevil, who you won't get any casting from, unfortunately, but that's down to his choice. Nothing more else I need to say. Thank you for